KFAN.
To noon.
Good stuff. Time for two more.
Let's meet a new 9 to noon Love Covenant friend. Her name is Olivia King, and she is the producer and a host of Talk Goalie to Me. I believe the most recent edition featured Minnesota Wild immortality between the pipes, Devin Dubnyk, also a color commentator, sideline reporter, and postgame interviewer for Gopher women's hockey, and does work with a youth hockey hub, and she joins us now in studio. Olivia, I'm Paul Allen. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Paul. Thanks for having me.
No problem. When it comes to Youth Hockey Hub, is Tony something? Tony?
Yep, Tony Zozo.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Is that the Nordo? Is that the high school guy that we have on yearly?
Yeah, Tony Scott? No.
Tony Scott.
Oh, yep, Tony Scott.
There we go.
He's going to be pissed.
Yeah, that's okay. But it's somebody like me who maybe not seeing the forest for the trees at times, but I'm a core 4 sports guy, the professional scene and stuff like that. Golden Gophers, Mr. Motzko's team. I've known Brad Frost forever. I've known Pronger with a ponytail, Rachel Ramsey, Taylor Heisey, and so on forever. So it's not like, we completely push those things off to the side. But it's great to have you in here to get some context and not only hear about what you're doing, but to hear about this podcast, Talk Goalie to Me. Where can people most easily find it, and what do you like about doing it?
Yeah, so this podcast is on all streaming platforms. You can go to YouTube, Spotify, Apple, all of them. But I wanted to start it because obviously I love hockey. I got done with the Gophers this past spring, and I wanted to find a way to be a part of hockey and be a part of people's stories and give them an outlet to tell their story in whatever capacity that may be. And so that's why I started it. And I really love it. It has been so fun. I mean, 2 weeks ago, just like you said, I did Devin Dubnyk, who's a huge name in, Minnesota sports. And then last week I did Maddie Rooney, who's another huge name in Minnesota sports. So
big timer.
Yes, exactly. So it's so exciting to get to connect with those people and hear, what really makes them tick, and to connect with a bunch of, listeners as well, from younger kids just learning goalie or hockey to families and parents to current goalies. So I just absolutely love it. It's been such a blast.
Via X, that's my only social media outlet. If there's anything else that you would like to share, by all means, but via X at OliviaKing01, at OliviaKing01. And former goaltender for the University of Minnesota women's hockey team, but also St. Thomas, University of St. Thomas. I think Bemidji is in the equation. But the Gophers are in there twice, right?
Yes.
So you were there, left, and then came back. I find that to be interesting because I don't know the answer.
It's so funny. So I grew up in Brainerd, and then I played my undergrad at the Gophers for 4 years. I went and played my 5th year with St. Thomas, got my master's degree. And then
Master's in what?
In law.
Oh, good.
Yes. And then I graduated.
Wow.
And I was retired from hockey, actually. And then the Gophers called me, or we kind of talked around Christmas time, and they had an injury. And I was like, you know what? I guess I'll come back.
Wow.
What's the harm in going to play playoff hockey with your best friends for 2 months? And so that's what I did last spring, and it was very fun. I was so blessed to be a part of 2 amazing programs in the Twin Cities and to build a million different connections in that way. So I just really loved. I was very blessed and lucky to have the career that I did have in the Twin Cities. So
What was it like playing hockey at Brainerd, a 2019 grad? And I mean, that's just so hockey heavy and rich up there for men and women.
I think it was such a blessing to get to grow up and play with the same girls all the way through. It was really, really cool to have that experience. Like, those girls were my sisters at the time, and we had such an organic relationship. And it's something that I feel like Minnesota hockey is kind of lacking now. You know, people transfer, people move around all the time. So it was nice to have that kind of one of those last few teams that got to go to the state tournament my junior and senior year. And we got to the state championship game my senior year. And it was one of the only reasons I got to go play for the Gophers. I was like quite a late ad after I graduated my senior year. You know, Coach Johnson and Coach Frost called me up like a few weeks before I graduated. So that was just very cool. Wasn't expecting to even get to play college hockey, and then I got to play for 6 years.
If you a current member of Brad's team, and if she's not a current member, I apologize, but it's 97% she is. Abby Murphy.
Oh, yes.
Okay, now Abby joined this radio show like one time last year. It might have been around the NCAA tournament, something like that. But, you know, I know her through Taylor Heisey and Parker Fox. Mm-hmm. And in researching Abby and just how scrappy she is with what she does, if you're a goal, and you played with her, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if you were going against somebody like that who's got a little trash talk to them, likes to crash the net, but hopefully within the parameters of the rules, the answer to this may be different now that you have a master's in law, because there may be some tentacles here. You can actually go after somebody. But if it was just like player versus player, how do you handle players like that?
Well, I did when I was at St. Thomas.
Oh, wow.
I actually played against her, obviously, that year for a few games. And I would say you got to give it right back to him, especially since Abby is one of my closest friends.
That's awesome.
When I played against her in St. Thomas, when I was playing at St. Thomas, it was the most fun I've ever had playing hockey.
Wow.
in those few games, because I'd make a save that she would shoot, and I would just give it right back to her. I'd be like, yep. And we just had such a blast those games. And then, you know, a few days later, we're best friends again.
Right.
And it's just like nothing happened. So she is an amazing player for the Gophers, and for as long as they're going to have her. I mean, people need to go watch her because she is one of the best in the world, not just in college hockey. So It's so cool that she's still playing college and is going to, hopefully have the opportunity to play in the Olympics this year too. So she's an unbelievable player and brings a swag that nobody can replicate.
What makes Taylor Heisey one of the best women hockey players in the world?
Oh, that's Taylor's mindset for sure. I mean, outside of the rink, Taylor is always thinking about hockey and how she can propel her game. And she was always just the mom of the group that we would always say. She's very responsible. She takes her job very seriously. And that's what makes her so good. And she's so level-headed. She's always very consistent. And she's just a very cool player and person to connect with and be around for that reason. She just loves hockey and lives and breathes it.
Olivia King is in studio with us 9 to noon, and she does many things as her broadcasting career emerges. But one of them is a podcast called Talk Goalie to Me. And is the best place to learn about that your social media feeds or Youth Hockey Hub? Like what's the best? Talk Goalie to Me is the name, so it can be searched all over the place. But what do you think?
Yes, so I would say if you're more of an X person, then it's through Youth Hockey Hub's Twitter. And then if you're more of an Instagram person, maybe more around my generation, then I do have my own handle for that, my podcast as well, which is just Talk Goalie to Me on Instagram. So it just kind of depends on which you'd prefer. But I'm definitely more of an Instagram, TikTok person.
When you were in high school, or when you were, let's say when you started playing hockey, middle school, high school, up to the dreaded pandemic, and then into college, how important did you find it as a goalie or not, playing against the boys?
Well, I grew up, when I was little, I played with the boys, and then all the way, honestly, through like 10U and up, all the way through high school, I played girls. And then I grew up obviously with brothers, so we would go be on the outdoor rink with the guys.
That's what I mean, more on the side.
Yes, just for fun. And I will say the men's game and the women's game obviously is very different. I think for great reasons. I think if you get to watch both play, you learn so much in different ways. And just like playing against the boys in the backyard, it's good to have fun and feel that physicality. But playing against the girls in the backyard, I think it's good to be able to see that skill up close and learn all these different moves and what they're going to do and be able to anticipate those. So I think obviously the male game has a bunch of skill in it as well, but in the women's game, you're able to showcase it a little bit more, especially on the college level where the physicality is maybe just a little bit less. There's no checking and stuff like that. So that's definitely what I would say. And with girls of my generation, I think you're seeing it more where they did only play girls all the way through. Maybe someone who's 10 years older than me, they played boys until they played college, or they played boys until they played late high school.
You mean, oh, that's right, like organized.
Yes.
And the reason I can't remember the young lady's name, holy cow, my daughter went to Holy Family, and Randy Keppel is the girls hockey coach. He's one of my neighbors. And so therefore his daughter Taylor, who's not playing hockey now, she's at Wisconsin, but she played. And so therefore they were good. And they would play some scrappers from Minnetonka, and I'd go to most of the games and stuff. But there was a goalie who like the eighth grader playing, with the seniors and stuff. I mean, that's yesterday's news, has been happening forever. But would play against boys or with the boys. I was like, holy cow. I mean, completely holding up to, I'm just saying the development you can get by playing, even if it's not going to be super physical, but there's a natural human nature intimidation factor that's there too, that builds confidence, I would imagine. Is that accurate?
Oh, yeah. And I think some of the best girls goalies have played boys high school. I mean, Maddie Rooney played boys high school at Andover and completely dominated.
Went to Duluth?
Yep. And she went and played at Duluth. She went and played in the last Olympics, won a gold medal.
Yeah.
And then, now she plays for the Minnesota Frost and has won 2 Walter Cups. So I think there's definitely space for girls to play boys hockey, especially at the high school level.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely an advocate for playing girls hockey unless you are absolutely dominating the Minnesota State High School League.
Yeah.
Because,
makes sense.
I feel like, yes, the boys have a faster release and the boys shoot harder and you definitely can go over there and develop. But if you're going to go over there and sit on the bench, then I don't know, what's the point, So why wouldn't you play girls hockey?
Yeah, we're going to need to do this again because there are just a bevy of questions that I want to get into, and I find this to be quite fascinating. But just to land the plane here, we've heard, and I can't remember exactly where it came from this week, but the importance of playing more than just one sport. So I find it was Chase Bjorgard, running back for Edina High School. Father's the general manager at Metropolitan Ford, been a friend of mine for a decade plus. Well, they win the state high school football. They win the highest level of football high school tournament. And Chase and his dad come in studio a couple of Mondays ago. Well, he's also a goalie for the Edina High School team and a baseball player. He's good at all of them. So it's the importance of, at some stage, playing other sports. What's your read on that?
Oh my gosh. I am a huge advocate for multi-sport athletes. I think the one thing that people should take out of being a multi-sport athlete is how less prone you are to injury.
Yeah.
Because if you're playing multiple sports, especially all the way through high school, well, you're not getting injured as much. And I feel like you see a lot of kids go into college and in their early years of college when they're playing one sport, go from playing 3 sports to playing 1 sport. And then they're having these injuries happen because they're not moving their body in the same ways. And they're not able to build that muscle in different ways. So I think playing multiple sports is amazing, especially for kids. And I think that all the way through high school. I mean, I played 3 sports all the way through high school as well.
Yeah.
And it's fun. I mean, it's fun to have a fun sport. And soccer was that for me in high school. I was able to go out there and be competitive, but also have fun and connect with different people as well and make those emotional connections. And I still have friends that I played high school soccer with.
Yeah. So. Maddie Kaiser played with Holy Family when my daughter was there, and I think she plays for Brad now still.
Yep.
And super scrappy. I mean, it's just, God will gift you with certain things that others don't have, but there's still a level of work that needs to go into the cultivation. And it's just great to see people achieve at that level. Lastly, with your podcast, Talk Goalie to Me, what do you like about doing it? And if you listen back to it, or you have those who are listening to it for you and coaching you and stuff, what do you hear about it that you want to improve and you feel has a chance to maybe, splash via YouTube or whatever at kind of a big level?
Yeah, I love being able to give, obviously, people an outlet to tell their story, but I'm definitely still improving it. I think I've had 6 episodes so far, and, I'm still new to interviewing and doing all that stuff. So definitely like my follow-up questions, I try to stay on pace and like on brand sometimes, but sometimes a little bit of nonsense gets kicked in there. Maybe, it's fun, and I think it depends on the person who's listening. Yeah. But it would be nice sometimes to be able to kind of bring it and reel it back into hockey and goalie. But it's fun, I think, to get to know the person as well on a personal note, maybe, and, outside of the rink. So I think sometimes that can be good. But yeah, it's definitely been fun, and it's good to get to meet different people. And for me, it's good to, learn how to connect with people I maybe don't know yet. And I'm not super familiar with. So
is broadcasting something you want to do for a career?
It is. I do obviously plenty of different things, but I do want to kind of kickstart my broadcasting, and it's something that I really love to do because it's like game time. Yeah. And I don't get that anymore since I'm not playing in games. And I mean, I even called my dad after my first broadcast with the Gophers. I called him right away, and I was so happy and so excited. And he hit me with you could have done this. You should have said this. You should. Dad. And it was just like I was back to playing again. And it was so funny because I never thought I'd have that conversation with him ever again. Yeah. And that's great. It was so funny. I was like, Dad, I need a minute. I need a minute to be happy for myself. I'll call you in 5 minutes. Yeah. And he was right. And so it's nice to have something to practice and improve on again. That's terrific. Great meeting you. Let's stay in touch and let's do this again, okay? Sounds good. Thanks, Paul. See ya. That's Olivia Kristen King via X. It is at OliviaKing01. And that was a fascinating conversation. Back after that. If you missed the opening of 9 to noon, I feel FIDA, Fairness and Disclaimer Act, I'd like to do it again. Sultan, good morning. Good morning. Wobble, good morning. Good morning, sir. What have we done? Seriously, what have we done? The 11:15. We have invited the wolves into the hen house. The darkness has been welcomed with open ears, and the light has no response. The Sultan and the columnist, the 11:15. The border battle of a different variety involving a football team that didn't permit us, as in the Vikings, a touchdown, and another that sent women and children into hiding with a single kick return. We are scratching and clawing for even a first down as they gloat while working their way to the promised land of the playoffs. What have we done? It was permitted because I know what I see when watching YouTube shorts. People love to see others arguing and fighting and tearing each other down. That's why the idea was crafted. The hope is 9 to noon. KFAN and iHeart would greatly profit off the vitriol shared between two who embraced the darkness. But now I'm having regrets. This was at 9 o'clock this morning. And just to sit back and listen to the smug Sultan and the chortling columnists rave about their Packers and Bears and the 17 wins against 6 losses and a tie, we're going to catch strays, Vikings fans, along the way. And when we catch strays of braggadocious evil, our purple-loving listeners feel the pain of said strays. We welcomed the darkness into the covenant and did so with open ears for the profit of our kings and rulers and principalities. And now it's too late to turn it around. We're sorry. Please forgive us. Welcome, boys.
Where do we go from there?
It's like we've never been in this building before.
Well, yeah, that wasn't for you. That was for the listeners, where it's Thursday, and really, with all due respect, for at least one time for 3 days, I have told Vikings fans that if you're not listening now and the people meter goes to an all-time low, I'm okay with that. because people grieve and hurt in different ways. I did originally craft this idea for the assumption of the massive profit of those listening for iHeart and the Kings and Rulers and Principalities, and to take a segment and a half off. But the bottom line is we got a couple of really, really good teams playing this weekend.
Yeah.
Really good teams playing this weekend, and it's 3:25 at Lambeau Field. So this is a border battle of a different variety, and we have a trivia bit coming up for you about 15, 20 minutes from now. Bears and Packers, 3:25. Packers favored by 6.5. Lavelle first and foremost.
6.5, you say?
What do you think of that 6.5 point spread? And good morning.
That was similar to the point spread last week when the Bears went into Philadelphia and shoved back against the city of brotherly shove. Mm-hmm. So we're used to being underdogs now. So we're
For 30 years you've been underdogs.
There we go.
We've embraced it. We're living in it.
There we go.
We've embraced the underdog role here.
What else could you possibly do?
We're going to come in barking and lifting our hind legs and urinating on Lambeau Field on Sunday.
Got a real good history there, don't you?
Yes.
was it like 18 out of 20 wins, I think, for the Pack?
Who won last year, Lambeau Field?
Okay, so Love gets knocked out in the second quarter, and you're able to walk us off in a game we don't even care about. Okay. You beat Malik Willis for a half. Congratulations.
You had a chance to play Washington in the first round of the postseason and did not. And who'd you draw? Philadelphia.
We only like to play the best. Washington would have been a waste of our time. We were hoping we would get the Eagles.
Oh, this is phenomenal. Hold on. This has to be the Steve's Appliances marathon segment. It's phenomenal. Steve's Appliances, stevesappliances.com. Hit shop deals. You will find deal after deal after deal. Steve's Appliances. We love you. Work with Brian and Sarah. Mention 9 to noon and even the border battle, and maybe save even a little more. Fast delivery, free recycling, guaranteed low prices. stevesappliances.com. Cindy, what do you have to say about everything you said about that 6.5 point dog status?
Do they have freezers at Steve Appliances? Because the Packers are going to put the Bears in the deep freeze on Sunday at a very cold Lambeau Field.
Come on now.
Here's the deal. The Packers have unquestionably the best player on both sides of the ball. They have a quarterback who is in Toyotathon season, where he throws touchdowns and doesn't throw picks year after year. I saw this stat this morning. I thought it was kind of interesting. Caleb Williams ranks 40th out of 42 qualifying quarterbacks in adjusted completion percentage. That takes into account drops. He's one spot,
low-hanging fruit right there.
One spot behind J.J. McCarthy, and ahead of only Dylan Gabriel and Davis Mills. Jordan Love is 5th, by the way. So you got the best quarterback and the best defensive player on one team, and the other team's got a bunch of guys that live and feast off turnovers. Green Bay doesn't turn the ball over. In fact, Green Bay over the last 6 years has had 18 zero-turnover division games. That's best in the NFL.
What's that gotten you?
They had a lot of wins. Yeah. They've got the fewest turnovers in the league this year. Okay. And, of course, the Bears feast on turnovers. So if you think you're going to turn the ball away to get your precious little W at Lambeau, guess again.
Recency bias says that's going to happen. You're going to get turned over. Okay. And, wow, you're throwing out Jordan Love as the best quarterback on the field.
Yeah, by far.
Does Jordan Love have a 92% passer rating in the fourth quarter? Ooh. Does Jordan Love have 139 passer rating with 4 minutes left to go and trailing in the fourth quarter? Yeah, don't let the game be close in Lambeau in the fourth quarter. Because fourth quarter, Caleb is going to come over and clean your clock.
Time. It shall not be close in the fourth quarter.
I put down 5 points. I knew we'd only get to 3. We might get to 4.
But 3 sounds like more than 4.
Right. The second point.
More than 2.
And let's see. Lavelle goes first on all of these responses. Why? Because his team is first in the NFC. They're atop the NFC at 9-3. Okay,
can't argue it.
Big cheese, boy. Who's the big cheese in the NFC?
The rumble sheets, eh? Lavelle? Who has the best head coach and why? Ben Johnson or Matt LaFleur?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, when Ben Johnson was hired, and Bears hirings have a history of saying prophetic things. Lovie Smith, when he was hired, we're going to beat Green Bay.
How'd that
Brian
work
Poles,
out?
when he was hired, we're going to take the North and not look back.
How'd that work out?
Which we're taking right now.
Absolutely.
Haven't played my squad yet.
When Ben Johnson took the job, he says, I enjoy beating Matt LaFleur twice a year.
That's what Bear coaches do. They spot off their little nonsense.
Ben, after your coach.
How does he beat Matt LaFleur? He's an offensive coach. LaFleur's an offensive coach. He beat our defensive coaches. That was such a lame thing to say.
Yeah, but with Detroit, he's 5-1 against Matt Flower. So I think he's got stats stats to back that up with, sir.
Okay. I mean, if LaFleur was a defensive coach, I might listen to it, but he has never even met LaFleur. It was just every Bears coach makes
you
it
get
there.
the bit.
I do. That's the top priority to play to the fan base when they get hired is we're going to beat the Packers. And eventually it might happen.
O'Connell didn't say that.
Yeah, it happened
That's
last
true.
year in Lambeau Field. It's going to happen
What did he do?
again
He went
this year
out
in
and beat the
Lambeau
Packers
Field.
a bunch of times.
Yeah, he did.
See,
a
if you
couple
don't
times.
say it, you beat them.
Yeah.
Wow.
And what's happened since Ben Johnson
gonna
left?
keep us out of this.
Since Ben Johnson left Detroit, what's happened? They've lost twice to the Packers.
The Lions have.
The Lions.
That's correct.
Yeah.
I can't argue any of that, but Ben Johnson hasn't faced
So, BJ
Green Bay
is
as
the
a head
answer.
coach yet. So
BJ is the answer. That's why he's changed the culture. He's got belief all over Alhouse Hall.
I'll tell you what he's done.
Got Chicago eating free hot dogs.
David, reading between the lines here and looking at your countenance, even though it's radio or is it audio, but nevertheless it is what it is
I can't wait till Sunday.
I don't think you're super over the top on Matt LaFleur.
I'm not. I'm not.
I kind of sense that.
Yeah, I just
Be realistic here.
I just don't like
He was being asked about his job security earlier in the season.
when I listen to your two coaches in the locker room. When I hear your coaches in the locker room after a big win, they sound more like coaches than my guy does. My guy feels like an imposter sometimes when he's talking about game balls and everything. But the point is, he's like the fastest coach to 70 wins in Super Bowl era history. All he does is take his team to the postseason. Your coach hasn't coached in December yet in meaningful football games.
FICA, Fairness and Kindness Act. I will throw this out here. Flour is 20-4 in December since he's taken over with Green Bay.
That's FICA, Fairness and Kindness Act, Nordo.
Well, I'm curious. We're talking about LaFleur and job security and all of this, and you've done a lot, Lavelle, in the last handful of minutes to put the pressure on LaFleur and the green and gold. But there's a very
There's
fleeting
going to be pressure put on Sunday, too. Right up the middle in his face.
Shaking right now.
There's a very fleeting aspect to this season as it pertains to the Bears and the new coach and the magic and all the beauty.
Don't you even bring up Matt Nagy.
Of an oblong ball bouncing in your direction every possible way that it can. And, Cindy and I were talking, this is a matchup of a team that never turns the ball over. That's his squad. And your team that just takes the ball away at will anytime they want it. Who's got the better side of that this weekend?
Well, they haven't been hit, tackled, or defended by the Bears. So they don't know what it's like to actually play against a defense.
Yeah, the 30th ranked defense if you take turnovers.
Turn them over.
Can't throw a run on those guys. When's the last time Caleb Williams played in 16-degree weather?
Hey, you know
That's what I'd like to know.
You know what,
How's
though?
Caleb going to do when it's 12 degrees
The Bears
out?
defense has been injured the entire season. We're
it's
about as healthy
injuries
as we've
now.
been all year.
Wow.
Our secondary is back. Jalen Johnson's back.
Yeah, doesn't
Tyler
look so
Gordon's
good.
back. We got that locked down. Now
This isn't the Eagles passing game he's facing
We
this
still don't have any
weekend.
linebackers, but it has not stopped the Bears from winning the last two games.
A Super Bowl winning passing game cannot catch strays.
Have you seen their offense this season?
I don't care. They push a button and it may just shut everybody up. But so this is not about them.
Okay.
It's not about McCarthy. It's not about us. It's about go ahead. Just continue.
I totally missed. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Put some respect on the champions.
Here.
I would just say stop touting your defense. It ranks at the bottom of the league in every metric if you throw takeaways out of the mix.
You're missing two important stats with the Bears defense. Third down efficiency and red zone defense.
We won't get to third down on Sunday. Don't worry about it.
Yes, you will.
I'm not worried about that.
First of all, you ain't running the ball.
You're not
in the red
always as
zone
good on BorderBattle.
the last few weeks. There's something about the Bears, PA. It's a much more hated rival.
Unbelievable.
Something about the Bears that brings it out.
I mean,
in me.
you have a quick twitch A+ response for everything.
I'm very caffeinated by now.
No, he's insecure about this game.
Oh,
That's
I'm
why.
so not.
Yes,
I'm
you are.
so
You
not
know you're
insecure.
You know you're insecure about this
I'm
game
so-
because
I
the Bears
can't-
are flying high now, and I can't do anything wrong. They're pulling games out of their rear ends. They pull out fourth quarter comebacks. They got all the intangibles in their favor. And you think this Lambeau Field suddenly is going to be an arena where all this is going to end?
Intangibles don't
Sorry,
play
my
at
friend.
Lambeau Field in December, Pavel. I'm sorry. It's nuts and bolts football. We've got a much better Packer defense against a young offense that, granted, the offensive line looks legit.
It's a
and they're
top
gonna
five
try to
offensive
run
line.
I'm not going to dispute that.
Yeah.
And they're going to try to run the ball 50 times, and we lost Devontae Wyatt, and our defense is not the same without
That's going to be
Devontae
a hole.
Wyatt.
And that's actually going to affect Micah Parsons as well when Devontae Wyatt's not there to take on blockers
We'll
as well.
see. We will get Quay Walker back.
You're going
He's
to run
missed
the ball.
last
You're
couple
going to run
weeks.
it down your throat.
Is
We're gonna
Renanga
keep
going to
running it.
play even?
Stop,
he didn't
stop,
practice
stop.
yesterday.
It's David's turn. Go ahead, David.
Well, first of all, your nice young running back didn't practice yesterday with an ankle. So is he
Mononga not practicing?
Correct.
It's Wednesday.
I understand that, but it's got to be a little bit of a concern. We're at a 3-game winning streak where we haven't had Josh Jacobs most of the time, Quay Walker.
He's at 100%.
Half of our receiving core, they're suddenly getting a little healthy.
Get hurt every game.
Jaden Reed's coming back. Matthew Golden's coming back.
I'm so afraid
Christian
of him.
Watson is suddenly a big-time player.
Xavier Golden, what has he done as a rookie? I still remember you having a third leg on draft day when you guys took Golden. And what has he done this year?
Well, last year at Texas, nobody heard of him until December. So, you know what? Golden's going to make his plays when they count.
Yeah.
We've been winning games without
we've been waiting to see
him.
that happen all year.
That was a little stretch.
I would have liked to have seen more from Golden by now.
Yeah.
I'll grant you that.
I know.
I'm not throwing him out with the trash. He'll make some big plays these last 5
Isn't
weeks.
Watson the answer, though? I mean,
Yes.
3 touchdowns, last 3 games. Like, Love is locked in on that kid.
Okay.
Christian Watson, he's like the Anthony Davis of the NFL. He's Mr. Street Clothes.
Okay, hold on. Who has the best receiver, single receiver, and why? Is it Watson or Dobbs, or is it Odunze or Moore?
It's not even close. Are you serious right now?
Yes.
Odunze can't even get a target from Caleb right now. They don't have receivers on that team. They got
1
big
touchdown
names.
in the last 8 games for
Christian
Odunze.
Watson is a playmaker. He's making Moss-like catches in the end zone with that size and that speed and those
What
hands.
is happening to my
Christian
life?
Watson's training room is the playmaker because he's always in there trying to get service.
He is
You're
by
running into a
far
wordsmith.
the best receiver on the football field this Sunday.
He's
It's not
the
even
Anthony
close.
DJ Moore would crush your receivers if he was in green gold. He would crush it.
Who would?
DJ Moore would.
5 years ago, maybe. I mean, this is 2025, baby. This is the
Bears
ghost of
receiving
DJ
core
Moore.
is nothing to sneeze at. Now, Caleb Williams, yes, his passing accuracy needs to improve. He needs to hit more of the layups. He's averaging, 58.3% is completion percentage, all right? But the Bears are 8-0 when he completes fewer than 60% of his passes for some weird reason. When he's completed over 60, they've lost.
So are you professing be bad to win?
I'm not professing, I'm just saying it's facts. This is the truth. This is what's going on this year.
God, you're fired
Their
up.
best chance is to not put the ball in Caleb's hands.
Remember when
Sunday
we
to
used
see
to
if
be
they
this
can run the
fired
ball. Try to run the
No.
ball. That's your only chance to win a
No,
game
we
at
want the
Lambeau
ball in
Field.
Caleb's hands in the fourth quarter because he wins.
Okay.
Because he wins. He gets it done. You keep overlooking the fact that
only
the Bears have
time-
got it done. And if you can go into Philadelphia and win on Black Friday with that type of crowd, they're going to win. They
What the
can
heck's
win anywhere.
Black Friday have to do with it?
Oh, it's a special day. It's like a marquee game. There's the only game in the league that day, right?
Yeah,
It was the only game in
standalone
the
game.
league.
Good.
Micah Parsons has faced the Bears once in his life. He scored a touchdown.
I remember that game.
Yeah.
All right, let's pause. David Sinykin, the Sultan of Smug, Green Bay Packers, Lavelle and Sinykin III, columnist, Star Tribune, Chicago Bears. It's a border battle of a different variety. We're chatting it out, and Ordo and I just sitting back and
Making me sad.
hopefully ringing the metaphorical register for the kings, rulers, and principalities of iHeartMedia. Or is it audio or is it radio? But we have some trivia questions to fire at them, and then we'll land the plane on this whole bit after.
I can't wait until tomorrow.
Y'all don't know football.
Yeah, we can't wait until tomorrow. It's the Friday football feast at Buffalo Wild Wings Savage. Stop by, say hello. And that'll be
Maybe I
tomorrow.
will.
Assumedly,
Let's crash it. Let's crash it.
Yeah,
Good.
let's do that.
Take over.
Let's take this on this show on the road.
A serious
Goody.
feast takeover.
Well, engineer Jared just informed me I will have a wireless mic, so I will be out in the crowd. And if you guys happen to be in the crowd and you catch my eye or you put your hand up, yeah, you probably would join the radio show if you're so inclined. But that's why we have today.
So you're going to interview fans now with the 4-8 team.
No, it's not an interview. No, I do Vikes Bites in the crowd.
Okay.
So Nordo does Vikes Bites 4 days a week, and I'm always the one answering questions. Sometimes I don't want to answer questions. So I have others answer questions, and I take Vikes Bites out into the crowd.
I'm saying crowdsourcing this after 4-8 could be interesting.
Which is kind of why we're doing what we're doing today.
And also in a roundabout way, I like the passive-aggressive nature of showing people, hey, talking into this thing ain't as easy as banging on that keyboard, is it? So you got all these big opinions and big thoughts and everything, but like when you get a chance to voice them and people actually can see or hear, it's a little different. So can't say at 8-4 I would have that mindset. But a 4 and
Understood.
But a 4 and 8, having not scored a touchdown in 8 quarters, like you almost started it, you started it, the chickens continued it, and it's not about us. Let's move on.
You want to talk into the mic about the GM? Here you go. Here's your opportunity.
Yeah, it's
that could be.
here's Olivia from Savage. Hey, Olivia, what's your Twitter handle? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, wow. Look at all this about Kwesi. Oh, geez. Look at all this about JJ. Go ahead and say it into the mic. Yeah.
Crickets.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Now I'm starting to get mad. All right. Like I almost did about aggregators earlier today. What a world. Anyway, I have 5 trivia questions for you. Your name is the buzzer. It involves each of your 2025 teams. So 2025 Green Bay Packers, 2025 Chicago Bears. And your name is your buzzer. There's, let's see. How about this wallet? 25 years ago.
How old is that thing?
About 23 years old. All right. The winner here gets a $10 bill.
Really?
Yep. You in? Well, I want you to try. That's why. And I know.
I would try no matter what.
But when there's money on the line,
right.
You're going to try real hard. What do you mean, Paul? I care to not say. Okay, here we go. $10 at stake. First question. Name is your buzzer. Which player leads your team in tackles?
Dave.
Yes.
Quay Walker.
Incorrect.
Lost it the last couple of weeks.
Any idea?
I have an idea.
Oh, we got so many injuries, man.
3.
Kevin
Have you had Navy
Byard.
tackles this year?
Incorrect. The answer, Tremaine Edmonds. The answer, Edgerrin Cooper.
Should have gone
Who
with it.
Hasn't
passed
played in 3 weeks.
Who has
No.
it?
Jermaine Edwards. Wow, that's
Well,
interesting.
nobody tackles on your team. Of course you still got the lead. What are you thinking? It's your defense again.
Edgerrin just passed Quay. With
did.
Quay missing games, he just got by.
Just half a sack this year for Edgerrin, though.
Yeah, it's true.
I know. Man, tackles
Mike
for
is,
loss
Mike
way
is
down.
scooping them all up.
He is, yeah, he's feasting.
Here's number 2. Which player leads your teams in tight end touchdowns?
Lavelle.
Yeah.
Call commit.
Incorrect.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll go with Tucker Kraft, Paul.
Boom, with 6.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He still leads the team overall.
Been out for a month, but
Yeah, Loveland.
we don't have another tight end.
Loveland with 3.
How many does commit have?
What do I look like?
Probably-
Elias
It was a
Sports
trick
Bureau?
question.
It's probably 2.
It was a trick
It
question.
is. Okay,
Bravo.
David leads 1-0. Here we go. Number 3.
5 total? Blech.
Which player leads your teams in interceptions?
Dave.
Yeah,
Evan Williams?
correct.
Nice ball.
Who leads yours?
Stud safety, by the
I
way.
think it's a tie between Byard and Nashawn Wright.
Not anymore.
It's not a tie.
Bayard has 6.
Oh, Byard had 6.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he had one last week against Philadelphia, yeah.
So let's see. Is the game over?
Just as might as well be just like Sunday at about 4 o'clock at Lambeau.
Wait, it starts at 3:25.
I know,
What do you
by 4
mean?
o'clock, my legs will be up on the chair.
No,
It'll be all good.
so the stadium would be half empty because fans are going to already be disgruntled.
No, that was 98 in the Moss Monday
don't
night
leave early.
debut in the rain, and we can talk about Doug Peterson ended up being quarterback. Next one.
What's 20,000 to me?
What?
No, that's when you got fined for mooning, right?
Oh, I don't know.
What's 20 grand to me?
Disgusting act.
Name your team's special teams coordinator.
Dave.
Yeah.
Rich Bisaccia, get him out of town as soon as possible.
Are you
please.
kidding me?
Oh, God, he's awful. We
Wow.
are always at the bottom of the special teams category.
Rich Bisaccia catching a
Terrible.
stray here.
I've been very vocal
I'm
about
more
my
disappointed
disdain.
that Lavelle, I mean, seriously, you're shiny toy focused. It's like if it's not the quarterback or Edwards or Edmonds or whatever.
No, the special teams coordinator is Richard Hightower, and they hate him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
the fans hate him. They want him run out of town.
Neither one of our fan bases are really happy with our
Well,
special teams
here,
coordinator.
David, take the 10. You won.
You know, I lost 10 at my poker game last night, so thank
There
you
you
very
go.
much.
Got
This
you,
is
brother.
sweet.
You lost just 10? Were you playing for pennies?
No, it was one of those nights where it was sort of right around even all night.
Last one.
Can we keep talking about other people's special teams, PA?
Right. I'm glad you said that.
Probably my tails.
I kind of like
Both of you
it.
shut up.
Tell me more
Both
about
of you shut up.
Bisaccia.
Both of you shut up, okay? With respect.
Got a
I
good
mean, we
kicker.
got Duvernay over there and my
don't-
guy and the Indiana rookie touching the ball at the 5 and losing the game.
You got the best kicker in the house. You got that going for you.
Yeah,
He's a
good.
Vikings MVP.
Correct.
Look, I told you we're not to catch strays in this thing.
No,
damn
you
it.
said you expected to catch strays. That's what I heard.
Last one. Name your squad's team president.
Lavelle.
Yeah.
Kevin Warren.
Do you even know who your team president is?
Ad policy.
I didn't know it until this morning. Mark
Yeah.
Murphy out.
Yeah, Ed Policy.
He's the new guy,
Policy.
right?
Carmen Policy's kid, the
Yeah.
old San Francisco guy.
Yeah, if you read up on Carmen Policy. Oh, no, that was Eddie DeBartolo from back in the Youngstown days. Oh, Carmen Policy, he's cool, man.
Was DeBartolo, was he a Niners guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
It might have been railroads and might have been garbage collection. It's like, I mean, it was...
Waste management? Okay.
Yeah, the whole thing. All right, final thoughts. Lavelle, you're atop the NFC. just like the great NFC North debate at the State Fair. You have, we probably got about 2.5 minutes. But you get half of it. State your case as to why you're going to win this game.
You know, I play good times as soon as Sinykin starts talking.
Is there a main street in Green Bay? Let me ask this first. Is there a main street?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, there will be a main street in Lambeau Field.
Lombardi Avenue, might be.
And it will be
Avenue.
the Bears offense running down Main Street against your team. The second best run offense in football is going to obliterate your defenders on the way to the end zone. Also, Main Street to get the Jordan Love. You get guys in his face, he crumbles. And he's going to see people in his face. We're going to move Montez Sweat around, who's having a fine season. Yeah. And he is going to run your guy into crazy interceptions, fumbles, all the turnovers that you think you're not going to make, you're going to make.
Okay.
Because they're going to attack both sides, Main Street.
David, you get the final minute and change.
Well, he doesn't throw interceptions.
All right, that's 9 to noon. Thank you very much for listening. For Eric Nordquist, Olivia King, and I'm just kidding.
There's no reason. I mean, you can run the music. I mean, this is ridiculous. The Bears don't beat the Packers. It's like 28-2.
But they beat them last year.
Lambeau Field. Our quarterback got knocked out in the second quarter. Do you want to count it?
But that doesn't matter. You can't say they don't do something when they did.
When our quarterback doesn't finish the game, yes, the Bears can beat the Packers. But that's unlikely to happen.
No, Lavelle, this is his time.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
The Green Bay Packers are a better football team on both sides of the ball. EPA, offense and defense, top 5, top 7. Bears near the bottom on both sides. Packers have won 3 straight. They don't lose at home at Lambeau Field when games matter. The Chicago Bears are coming, but their time is not now. The Packers will make it 4 in a row. They'll beat the Bears twice in the next 3 weeks, and they will capture the North once again.
We give you covenant claps. That was absolutely spectacular, boys. I mean, 4-8 radio, it was difficult to listen to, but it ended up being better than I thought it would because you both actually were able to formulate cogent sentences.
We'll see who the big
generally
cheese is
for
on
Packer
Sunday
and Bears fans doesn't happen. Buffalo Wild Wings Savage tomorrow for the Friday football.
Standing on the top.
Go, Pack, go. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck.
Podcast today's Paul Allen Show or listen back to previous show and interviews by going to the iHeartRadio app or KFAN.com.